Hey everyone, so this is like an actually different type of video than what I usually do. I know whenever it's not unboxing I always say that, but I am doing like a decorate my phone type of video. I'm gonna be real with y'all, like this is not gonna be like, oh, I'm giving you DIY tips on how to decorate your phone. This is more like a watch me flop trying to put these stickers on my phone. So this is the kind of video that I'm here to serve you today. I actually got this idea from Jada J. Thank you so much, Jada, for this idea. And towards the end, I'm going to be doing like a what's on my phone. I don't know, I'm really excited. This is going to be like a rambly kind of video. I guess I should have actually brought questions to answer now that I think about it, but let me post a story real quick and then we'll let the questions come in. Okay, so I just posted the story. For anyone who doesn't follow me on Instagram, you know, the link is down below. Make sure, you know, you check me out. And hopefully y'all are quick with the questions. Okay, so while I wait for questions to roll in, I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm decorating my phone with today. It's honestly really simple stuff. It's not like, you know, gonna be super Pinteresty. I'm just red velvet trash. So that is the inspo, you know, the concept that we're going for today. Like red velvet, but make it toddler, you know, because the trolls. But anyways, I got this case from Amazon. There's like 10 times cuter cases, but this was on sale and I won't spend $30 on a phone case, but I'll spend $30 on a Joy photocard or a Joy postcard, but we're not gonna talk about that. So if y'all are really interested, I'll link it down below. I didn't like, Silgi currently has these stickers on her phone case. I didn't really want anything clear. I don't know, I just like kind of hate clear cases because they yellow over time and I'm not into that. I don't know if the light will capture it, but it looks purple, but it's supposed to be iridescent. The camera is not picking it up so well, but. And then next I have the Trolls Grip Talk. It's technically what it's called. It's a pop socket. As you know, it's just a rip off of the pop socket. And I am so excited for this. Pop sockets literally just changed my life. And I literally can't imagine my life without them. And then obviously I have these epoxy stickers, which are really freaking cute. I got 2 sets of these stickers just for this purpose, was because I wanted to decorate my phone with them. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Look at that, that's already a look. Okay, I'm gonna go into a montage of me cutting these stickers. Y'all are gonna think I'm a clown for that, but you'll see why when I'm laying them out on my phone. Okay, I've gotten like a few questions in. I think it's enough to start. I'm gonna be real with y'all. When I started cutting these, I felt really stupid because I was like, why the hell am I cutting these? But hopefully it'll pay off. Some of the stickers I don't think were worth cutting, so. Okay, so the first question that When Carrot, aka Sydney, asked me was, when did I know I wanted to start a YouTube channel? So I wouldn't really say there was like a moment that clicked in my head that I was like, I want to start a YouTube channel, you know, like I didn't really sit around thinking about it. Obviously the pop socket needs to go in the middle. And I feel like it's kind of a good thing that I didn't really think about it. Like I kind of just sat down with my camera and was like, okay, I kind of want to film a video, you know, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, I really just winged my first video. Like you literally can see that I winged it because it was like so painfully awkward. Like don't watch my first video, please. Like I literally left a comment on it that says, please don't watch this, like this is so awkward. And it has like 20 something K views and it's just so bad that I'm so sorry you'll have to watch it. Like I really can't believe people watched that video and were like, this is it, like I'm gonna subscribe. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube video or a YouTube channel, I'm gonna be real with y'all, just go for it, you know, like don't overthink it. I feel like that's such cliche advice, but like honestly, if you just think about it too much, you're gonna like psych yourself out and you know, you're just gonna freak yourself out and like second guess everything. So really just going for it. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, your first video does not have to be perfect. Mine was absolutely not perfect. Like, you'll learn as you go. Your first video doesn't need to be like festival like award-winning worthy, if that makes sense. Mine certainly isn't, but I definitely feel like my videos have at least improved. So I guess if I like dragging myself, at least I can say that I've improved. There's honestly like a lot less space than I thought there would be on this case, and I think since Yeti's is so big, I might put her up here with Irene. Honestly, I like that a lot better. Like, they're so cute up there. Okay, so Shining Sunwoo asks, after quarantine, do you have any concert plans? Not really. Like, I was kind of betting on Blackpink or Red Velvet coming here for like Le Rouge or like their comeback or whatever, and obviously with the quarantine, like, that's not happening. I'm pretty sure like majority if not all concerts like during the summer have been canceled, and yeah, like I don't really have any concert plans, I guess, but I will say that I'm like dying to go somewhere. Like it's honestly maybe been like a year since I've been to LA. I don't know why, like I just love LA so much. Like Denver ain't shit, you know, like the fashion is a whack. Bitches be wearing Patagonia to the club in khakis, and that's not me hating on Patagonia, that's just me like saying that Patagonia is not club attire, you know? And like I really just feel like I can step out in LA, you know? Here it's a lot more toned down, and maybe it just has to do with like, you know, it feeling like vacation and everything, but like here, honestly, I just feel like nothing is worth dressing up for. Like these bitches just don't deserve me, you know? And that's not me saying like I have goddess here of fashion either, like I'm a fashion god. It's just like the bar is on the ground in Denver. Okay, so Kimchi is great. Oh, whoa. Ask me, what is your second favorite group and what concerts have I been to? Honestly, like my second favorite group is like kind of all up in the air. I feel like Red Velvet is the group that I like stan the like most, you know, like more than other groups obviously, but I feel like all the other groups that I like are kind of on a similar level, if that makes sense. And so I don't know, like I would just say maybe Blackpink. I was really into Blackpink during their debut era. Like Blackpink was basically what was keeping me interested in K-pop. Like obviously 21 wasn't doing anything, and when Jessica left SNSD, I basically like kind of lost interest in them. I like listened to like Sistar kind of kept me into K-pop as well, but I guess I would say like Blackpink. But I don't know, like, I kind of just hate admitting that I'm into Blackpink because YG is such shit at managing their artists, and like I'm not trying to have another 21 heartbreak. So yeah, I guess my answer would be Blackpink. And what concerts have I been to? Concerts that I've been to before are my first ever concert was actually SBS Super K-pop concert, I think, and literally every second gen K-pop girl group that you would ever want to see live was there. So they literally had, who was it, like 4 Minute, 21, SNSD, Kara, Sistar. Can you imagine all of them in one place? Like the flavor, it was superior. Okay, there's just not as much space as I thought there would be. I guess I could add like these little stars right down here, the peekaboo hats, because you know I need to pay tribute to my girlies, my favorite era. And then like I'm not gonna name every single one, but I've seen like Fifth Harmony, a few meet and greets with them, Dua Lipa, Kesha, obviously like Red Velvet and Blackpink. Those are like the only other K-pop concerts I've been to.
Just see the army if they touch me, they're sorry.
Jack and Jack. Madison beer was like $6, so I went, and honestly her As You Pleases EP slaps.
You can say you can't live without me, so why aren't you begging? Why are you still breathing?
And I've also seen Dolan Twins. I guess you like that's not technically considered a concert, but sue me, whatever, they're fine as hell. Like I don't give a fuck. Okay, the ice cream cone's gonna go right there. Okay, this is pretty cute so far, not gonna lie. I kind of snapped. Okay, we'll put the drum here maybe. Boots, yeah, that's kind of cute, but I feel like there's just not enough right here. Okay, I chose my answer. I feel like I would love to see Joy and Sistar, just because like Sistar like was just naturally sexy, you know? Like they kind of had like their cute and their sexier concepts, I guess, but like even when they were doing the cute concepts, they were still serving us face and stuff like that. So I would love to see Joy and Sistar even though they disbanded. Okay, so I'm committing to this. I'm gonna start placing the stickers on it, and I know I'm gonna fuck this process up, so keep me in your prayers, everyone. So what ended up happening was I just like started going live instead because it was really hard to put them on camera for some reason. But this was the final product. I did end up moving a few things around, and girl, she's literally so freaking cute. The pop socket is whack because the adhesive wasn't staying on. Like I literally left it overnight, picked it up in the morning and it fell off. So I had to end up super gluing everything. But oh my god, that's so cute. I should have been doing that this whole time. Okay, so this is like the what's on my iPhone version or segment of this video, I guess. And I was gonna show my face, but I'm gonna be real with y'all, like my eyebrows just aren't what's up right now. So anyways, this is basically my phone. For some reason, like I can't show you guys my like lock screen or whatever with my phone locked. So this is what it is. I literally just got it off of Twitter, so credits to whoever made this. And she's so freaking cute. And okay, so first things first, we have calendar. Literally don't use that, don't look at that whatsoever. And then I just jam pack all of the like apps that come with the iPhone in here. I know you can delete them, but I don't know, like maybe one day I'm gonna need the compass or something. Like a really handy app is the measuring one. It's really convenient if you ever have like posters or something that you want to measure. Like you don't have to pull out a ruler, you can literally just use the app, like, so that is convenient. And then we have my photos. So, oh my god, you can literally see my selfie, and like, I always take pictures of my workouts afterwards. But here you can see like my upcoming Instagram picture, I guess. I literally just do the flat lay and take a bunch of them. And then here I have the video of me showing my phone case to y'all, and just like a bunch of random stuff. I have a lot of Joy pictures and stuff as well, but I'm not gonna lie, like I consider my camera roll really personal, so I'm not gonna go too into depth about that. But yes, there's like tons of pictures of Joy. If any of you guys who are curious, let's see if I can. For some reason, they think Joy is like two different people. There's two Joys in here, but as you can see, there's a bunch, so yes. And then I have Snapchat. I don't really use Snapchat, so I don't know, like keeping up with streaks was so troublesome. Like why the hell would I want to do that? And my Snapchat glitches were like, it literally just shows me black screens whenever I open people's stories. Camera app, YouTube app is pretty self-explanatory. I love my YouTube, literally YouTube over Netflix like any day. As you can see, I've been watching like, well, I collected these videos for the video earlier, but I've been watching like dance covers and stuff like that. I'm like not super into other K-pop YouTuber unboxers. Like I watch them occasionally, but I mainly watch family vloggers like It's Judy's Life, not Ace Family because we don't support their scamming ass. This is a folder that I use a lot. This is basically all of my camera stuff. So I use, for anyone who's curious on how I edit my photos, I won't do a tutorial because it's like on the computer, but for my Instagram photos at least, I use Visco. And so there's just like my pictures in here. And then my Instagram, obviously, if you don't follow me, follow me. And I spend a lot of my time on here, and well, mainly here on Twitter, but yeah, so if any of you guys are like want to see pictures of my, you know, my collection or whatever, they are on here. I also have templates as well, which I started linking in the description of like red velvet photo cards and stuff. So PhotoGrid is a collage app. Followers and reports plus is like, so I can keep track of who's not following me back. If you're not following me back, I'm not gonna follow you, you know. Instax, which is the app that you use to upload and share your photos to your Instax printer, like the Polaroid printer. Chronic is like a video app or whatever. It's like filters for videos. And then I have my well, why can't I read? Camera Connect, which connects to my camera, and then I can pull the pictures off directly onto my phone. Me Too is like one of those, I guess, like Koreaboo filter apps. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I use it to like edit my pictures and stuff because let's be real, like we're not always looking right, and there's no shame in editing your pictures. at least like, unless you like look like a completely different person, but like, you know, I just like kind of give myself a nose job real quick and, you know, Facetune, kind of the same thing, but I haven't opened that in a while. Layout is the same thing as photocard. I don't know why I have both. I'm just really bad about cleaning my apps out. We have Snug, which lets you preview your feed before you post your picture. So what I did was like, I have this upcoming picture and I wanted to see how it looks like. So a lot of my flat lays are just like collages, but for some of them, I actually lay them out one by one, if that makes sense. Like this one and this one and this one, but I don't like how they look together, so I'm gonna need to post something in between that. So that is like, you know, what I'm the executive decision I'm making, you know. Boomerang, you know what that is. Planolly is basically the same app as Snug, and then I had these two VHS cam apps. And for any of you guys who love like better VHS camera apps, let me know, because I'm not like super sold on either of these. And then Kira is one of my favorite apps. It like makes the photo look all glimmery or whatever. And then Snapseed is like another photo editing app. So what you can do in here, yes, I took the selfie and I didn't like it, so I didn't post it anymore, but you can like kind of do like more advanced stuff in here. It's not just filters. It's like you can go in and let's say like I wanted to make my background brighter. I could go to brush and then choose the exposure and then raise it, and then like I can make the background brighter. So that's mainly what I use this app for, and I really like it. Prequel is a filter kind of like Instagram story app. I used to have the premium, but then I got rid of it because that bitch is like $5 a week. Like that is insane, girl. Oh, look, you can see I'm literally just holding my phone right here. But what I'll usually do is like I'll take a selfie or something, and then I will go ahead and put like an effect on it. So filters that I really like on here are, why can't I find it? I really like the chroma one. Or actually maybe not the chroma one. Oh, it's this one. It's the Lomo one. But yeah, usually I'll just like play with it and stuff. And then Snow is another Korea Boot app. And I love this app because you can take old pictures like from your camera roll and add filters to them. So yeah, I love that app. YouTube Studio, so I can keep in track with my YouTube channel. And then Cleaner, I use this app to basically clean out my following who is inactive. So what I'll do is I have it set so that like people who haven't posted in 2 months, I can select their profiles and then unfollow them, and that way just like I'm only following active accounts. And I've been trying to like be selective with my following, not because I'm an elitist, but because I want to focus my following more on people who post actual pictures of their collection and not just sales posts all the time. Pixar, everyone knows what Pixar is. Remini is this picture app that basically takes really bad quality photos and will make them super HQ. I'd show you how it works, but I can't think of like a low quality photo off the top of my head. InShot, iMovie, pretty self-explanatory. They're like editing apps, but I don't use iMovie to edit. I actually use Final Cut Pro, and for my intro, I use After Effects, Photoshop, and I get a lot of questions on that, so yeah. Here is more of like my buying app. Here are some essentials for when I buy. This stuff over here, this is not really relevant stuff to this channel, but eBay is a site that I really preach about when you can like find sometimes really good deals on here. So what I do is I save a bunch of searches. As you can see, I have a bunch of them, and I still have some Funko Pops in here, but let's say like I'll type in like, oh, Red Velvet album. That's not how you spell album. I'll type in Red Velvet album, and then if I press the heart, then I can save the search, and whenever something new pops up in the search, then it will pop up on my feed, and then I will know about it right away. That's how I scored a lot of my cards in the beginning of my collection. If anyone wants to follow me on here, I don't really have anything up for sale, but this is my page currently. I have a video more talking about eBay and why I buy from there, and I'll card that up there. So none of this really matters, like PayPal, Wells Fargo, self-explanatory. This is Bunchong, and this is kind of like Korean eBay or whatever, and it's an app that I use to get a lot of my listings, so you can get like really cheap stuff on here. I know I said like in a video a long time ago when I was giving you tips that if you ever needed the login, like I'll give it to you if you just message me on Instagram, but I no longer use all of that sales account because he changed the password, and honestly, like there's too many people on that account anyway, so what I did was I just ended up buying my own account from Twitter seller, and I'm not gonna recommend you the seller because I personally don't really like the seller because they basically just gave me a lot of rules after I paid. Like they didn't tell me the rules beforehand, and that kind of pretty much annoyed me. So just so you guys don't use them, I'm not gonna promote them or whatever. And then Venmo is another payment app I use. This app is called Shanyu or whatever. It's like the Chinese version, I guess, of Bunchong and eBay, but I won't get too much into that because Andy's gonna kill me. And then Kung Fu Tea, you know, we are addicted. Macari is another app that I highly recommend. It's like the eBay, I guess, but honestly, I don't really find that good much stuff on here. But maybe that's because I don't come on here too often. See, like, the Red Velvet search is flooded with a bunch of clothes, if I type in K-pop maybe. But then, like, a bunch of different sellers put their listings in here. Like, there's this photocard in here. Like, okay, Red Velvet looks different, you know. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. All that's relevant to my buying. And then in here, I kind of have just my random social media apps. I don't really use any of these. Dropbox is a good app that I use to like transfer any of my files. And I have a TikTok for anyone who is curious, wants to follow me. Like a lot of people were asking me to make a TikTok, so I do have one, and I don't really post on it too often, but I'm trying to get better at that. 17 Track I like a lot. It's an app where you can put your tracking numbers into it, and then it will like update you on the status of them. Over here, this is embarrassing, but we all have it, you know. I don't really use Tinder. I haven't really used Grindr since the quarantine because social distancing, you know, like that's not the point. Discord, I don't really know how to use. Lyson is the app that, oh, it's telling me to update. I don't got time for that right now. But it is the app that Red Velvet holds their fan cafe through, their fan club. So I got a lot of questions on like how you sign up for it. I did link a tutorial in my fan club kit unboxing. So that's how you do that. I have Kakao Talk for when I want to contact Korean sellers. It's just a lot easier than contacting them on Twitter and stuff like that. So I have that for that reason. And then here I have my kind of more essential apps, I guess. I use Papago, which is a Korean translation app. This app is like 10 times more accurate than Google Translate because it's like the official Naver translation app. Like Google Translate doesn't really give me accurate translations, so I always use this app and I swear by it. Thanks Emma, shout out to you for showing it to me. And then I just have a bunch of random stuff in here. The freaking Kino player. I never use this, never touched this in my life. And my games, it doesn't matter. I play Superstar SM, which is where a lot of the cards come from, like the automatic card and the red Maryland Particulars and stuff like that. And I'm currently saving up my diamonds so that I can like win an event hopefully in the future and not have to buy the cards. This is like parking for school, and then Disney Plus, all of the rest of the stuff is self-explanatory. Twitter is something that I've been on a lot, not just like tweeting or whatever, but I use this a lot to get in contact with Korean sellers. I'm not gonna go too into depth about like exactly how I do it, but I will say that I save a lot of searches on my desktop because for some reason you can't save searches in the app or whatever. So I just have a bunch of translations that I've saved, and then I'll go in here and then I can find a bunch of Korean sellers. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, music app, I guess we can just go in real quick so I can show y'all what I've been listening to lately. Just for funsies, you know. If you guys want to add my Apple Music, this is my Apple Music. It's a partition and you know, Miss Beyonce partition with a serve, but if you guys want to add me, I would love to have you guys on here and see what y'all are listening to. Day and Night, I've been loving this song, the choreo, everything about it is exquisite. I downloaded April because Silky posted about it and I actually really like it. Rina, I've been obsessed with Soyama, her new EP, Excess is a Bop. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. And then I downloaded a bunch of her songs. We have Luna, A-Pink. I've been loving this comeback as well. I will say it's not as Song of the Year material as but it is still really freaking good. Future Nostalgia, literally, I've been preaching about Dua, like I've been saying Dua is that it girl, and y'all have been dragging me for it left and right. But see, I was ahead of my time because y'all are eating this shit up, but I was eating Dua's shit up when she released her self-titled album, because that is literally like one of the best soundtracks, not soundtracks, it's not a soundtrack. That is like one of the top 10 albums like ever for me. Like it is so good. And then I guess it's getting kind of boring, but yeah, I just have a bunch of music on here. This is all my recently added music. As you can see, like Psycho is still in my recently added music, so I don't really go out of my comfort zone a lot. Like I don't add a lot of songs from like random artists that I don't know and stuff like that. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was somewhat entertaining or whatever. Sorry this video was a flop, like I didn't really show you guys my phone case, like me sticking the stickers on, but I hope y'all understand. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.